Canadian racers, make sure your next set of seatbelts and racing suit are from pro1safety.ca. Pro One Racing and Safety Products offer high-quality products made in the USA and now distributed in Canada. Pro One Canada offers seatbelts, racing suits, helmets, and all sorts of safety accessories for drag racers. See for yourself why NHRA sportsmen world champions such as Bo Butner, Jeff Strickland, the Emmons brothers, Austin Williams, and many more rely on Pro One Racing and Safety Products. Join the winners. Choose Pro One. Buy high-quality American-made products from your Canadian wholesale distributor at pro1safety.ca.
Hello and welcome back to the Bracket Life broadcast. Episode 46. We missed 2 weeks ago because we're welcoming this little one into the world. Everybody can meet Alexandra. She's a little sleepy right now. That's all right. Mom just gave her a bath. So Alex wanted to come on and say hi for the first broadcast back since she started joining us. So that's it. Hello, girl.
There we go. Extra friend everybody. On the co-host on the show tonight, right?
That's right. Exactly. She doesn't have a lot to say yet. Give it till about midnight, and then she'll have a whole lot to say.
The opinions start flying.
That's right. She's got an opinion on everything. But, all right, we'll give her back to Mom.
No.
So that's great. That's what's been going on, obviously, as everybody does know, I'm sure. What we missed 2 weeks ago, we got a lot to catch up on. Andrew, how have you been making out since we last spoke?
I've been doing pretty good. I think catching a lot more sleep than you and Rachel have, but still at that. That's, we're doing good. Can't complain. It's been a busy month. Missed the show, to be honest with you. It was excited to hear that we were good to go and get back on the air. So that's, good time off for you guys, be able to enjoy this big moment in your life. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. It has been big. It's been awesome. Like, I've obviously missed racing and been keeping up with it, right? There hasn't been a whole lot going on that I haven't, been trying to hear about or find out about.
I know you've been watching racing in between stuff because we've been messaging about it.
Yeah. We actually threw most of the time in the hospital when she was born, the Columbus Fling was on, the summer fling. So we watched all of that in the hospital there. And then when we did come home, I was here for the first week with Rachel and Alex, and the Million was on. So we watched a bunch of racing together through that 2 weeks section. Tom Cruton got a comment on there. Where's her junior? Hanging on the wall in the race shop, actually. And we got spares. So juniors are there. The poor kid is going to love drag racing, whether she wants to or not.
She'll be going to the track regardless. Doesn't matter.
Yes, she will be there. So she might as well start racing and have something to do. Yeah.
Good call.
That's good. So Andrew, you have been doing some racing, right? We talked about, we hyped it up a little bit. You had a big road trip. You and Ted Barnes rolling out. Yeah, for almost 2 weeks, I guess. It was just about 11 days.
10, 11 day stretch there. We we were planning to head somewhere on Labor Day. We changed our plans and ended up at Luskville for the Super Tour, where we Ted had some success on Friday. Got down to 4 cars in the 7,500 to win race. Saturday, I did what I normally do on Saturday, which is lose, pack up, and then start drinking soon in the day. And then Sunday did okay. Got both entries down to 8 cars before the wheels fell off. Just 2 1,000s in every which direction, right? So it was a good weekend. Then got on the road and went to Columbus. And to be honest, got my head kicked in for a few days down there, right? But what an experience. A lot of fun. Great stories coming out of there too. Got some great Canadian stories that came out of there. So we can touch on that a little bit more too, because some of them will tie in with some of the points conversations coming up. So.
Absolutely. So before we dive into that, this week's episode presented by pro1safety.ca. Let me get my cords out of the way. I usually rip these things out. I hate them. pro1safety.ca. As unfortunately everybody does know, the race season is slowly coming to an end. End of September, which is crazy that it's already here. For everybody looking for upgrades over the winter, helmet, fire suit, gloves, Hans device, whatever else Pro One Safety delivers. I know the belts, like seat belts, big one, right? Everybody's, whenever they expire, check those out. They have lots in stock, 4 different dealers across Canada. Travis Ringeth out west, Matt DeVries,
Yep.
Matt's Auto Racing in the kind of southern Ontario area, Jerome Bellew in Quebec, Western Ontario, and Eastern Ontario.
Eastern Ontario.
Wrong way. Eastern Ontario, wrong way. And then in the Maritimes, Jason McNeil. So 4 great guys, great people to deal with. I've dealt with all 4 of them. Let them know the Bracket Life sent you. And if you are looking for any upgrades, check them out, pro1safety.ca. So, Andrew, let's dive into the Canadian countdown. We kind of slow it down.
Yeah,
for a minute.
So we got a lot to kind of go over. I think one of the big things we wanted to try to talk about early was Labor Day weekend. We had an unfortunate event happen up this way, and Tony Positano, top dragster driver, who is a longtime competitor in Southern Ontario, but in racing in the Northeast in general, unfortunately lost his life in an on-track accident at Toronto Motorsports Park. I wasn't quite sure how to handle these ones. It's been a few weeks, obviously, and that type of pain doesn't go away for those who've had to experience it quickly. But at the same token, we've had a lot of time to reflect on Tony, and a lot of great stories that came out, in the days and weeks to follow. So I figured it was kind of a way to start the conversation off and the countdown off was to acknowledge Tony and just the hole that is there that now that he's gone, because he was an upstanding gentleman, a great racer, get the shit off your back type of, person. I don't know a soul who had a bad experience with him, and I don't know a soul who didn't, share a good laugh with him at some point in their experiences, whether he raced with him or just were parked beside him. So it's a big loss to our community, and our thoughts go out to all the family and friends of Tony after that incident. And we kind of hate to start it off that way, but it's just you've got to give respect to a great man that's not live anymore. So we wish everyone the best. So from there, I guess we can kind of transition into some points conversations. It's kind of a hard turn, left that type of conversation, but from there, I guess we'll start in Atlantic Canada. We're going to do a lot of conversation on points racing because all the point seasons are wrapped up. Champions are set. We're heading to World Championships or handing out trophies. So the Atlantic Canadian Superstock Association. Why don't you pick us up there, Matt, on that one?
Absolutely. There has been a boatload of racing go on since we last did speak, obviously 4 weeks ago now. So we thought about hitting everybody, wanted to hit all of it, but we will focus on mainly on the champions for this episode at least, and go through, because they deserve it. They deserve, their show. They deserve a good talking about. So, like I said, Atlantic Canadian Superstock Association, points champion Mike Ingram, second place Dave Garland, third Bill Shepard, Cale Johnson, Trevor Irwin narrow at the top 5. Mike Ingram, great racer. Great dude. I've talked to Mike a couple times now. Was part of our list, the top 25 list in Canada we did last year. So it's showing,
the strength.
If you didn't agree with the list, it's Mike's showing the list is what it is, So good for those guys. Great series. They have a great contingent of the stock super stock category there. And so it's really cool, right? You think around this area, we don't have that many of those classes go on, or not where I race personally.
Yep.
So you think that like everywhere it doesn't exist, but they have, it's thriving in Atlantic Canada. So that's cool to see.
East Coast really has a strong like NHRA class racer, field to it, right? So stock super stock being one of the stronger ones too. So that's great.
Absolutely. We'll move over to Greenfield Dragway. They just wrapped up their points series. I believe it was last weekend. Co-champs in Super Pro, Roddy Simpson and Lonnie Wright. Doug Decker, Corey Massey, top 3 on there. Cale Johnson, 17 years old, takes the Pro Championship. He was 4th, as we talked about earlier, in the Atlantic Canadian Superstock Association. So good for him. Good for Cale. Bill Shepard and Mike Ingram, 2nd and 3rd place in that. So a lot of a trend through here. Great racers, not just straight great racers. Doesn't matter what they're racing in. Bike sled, not a huge surprise for myself here based on the results we talk about every single weekend when we say Glenn Frizzle's name almost
Right.
every single weekend. The bike sled champion for Greenfield, Chris Gesner and Devin Mansfield, top three there. Scott Thibault in Sportsman takes the win. John Rainforth and Daniel Ketty round out that one. Junior Blaine Wynot takes the championship there. Jacob Massey, Casey Sprague narrow the top three. So very regular names that I've recognized through this whole year of watching it and doing the results. So like we say every time when we talk about them, it's really neat because I don't know these people, but I still know these people.
You start to get to, you almost feel like you start to know them as you talk about them enough and we hear about them enough, right? Because they've certainly had great years, and the points show just that.
Absolutely. So Shannonville Drags will hit them next. They did wrap up their points series last weekend. They have one more event. That's a fun weekend to do on Thanksgiving. Super Pro Chuck Frame Jr. I know this was good points battle with Jason Chatwood. Jason won on Saturday. I'm not sure if he had lost. I think he might have lost first round and then didn't gain as many points. But you're first and second in points, right? Jason and Chuck Jr. And then what do you do on the last points weekend? Well, they both win the race, right? One wins Saturday, one wins Sunday. So that's a cool deal for them. Chuck Jr. qualifies for the WDRA World Finals. I believe that Chuck is planning on going. When I spoke to him before,
it sounds like
he is planning on making the trip. So that's cool, right? First year for that, for WDRA, the World Finals there for them. And then cool to have, people representing. We knew it was going to happen, right? Like somebody was going to, but that'll be good for them. Glenn Tandy takes the win in semi-pro. Glenn's done it, 100 times with it. Not quite 100, but you know what I'm saying, right?
A lot of championships.
A lot of championships, a lot of event wins, in multiple classes. So done very well for that. Good for him. Al Senior in Nostalgia taking it down. Dave Peak in Street. Good for him. Trophy class, Jacob Lyle. And juniors, Carly Parkers and Samantha Chatwood, co-champions for now. They used up 3 tiebreakers to get to there. And they are still tied. So co-champions for now. So good for them. Samantha, also qualifies for the World Finals. Not sure if they'll make the trip or not, but that'd be really cool to see them go. Carly, obviously, my younger cousin Carly, so good for her. Co-champion on there. We've all, before her, won junior championships at Shannonville. So cool to keep the family deal rolling.
And keep the tradition alive, right?
Absolutely. So good for him. So Andrew, let's head us back. We had some WDRA bracket finals going down. So, I did get an update. Paul Grant, Becky won Super Pro
on
Sunday, not Chuck Jr. My bad. I saw the picture, and it was in my head that he won.
That's all right.
That's my bad. But good call. Becky Coche did get the win. I apologize to Becky.
And Samantha is making the trip by the sounds of it. The
awesome.
Live updates from the side forum here, giving us as we go. So that's awesome. So WDRA will continue. Also, we'll jump into the bracket finals division. I guess it's 3. I always get confused with the old IHRA Division 5 rules, but or geography. So WDRA bracket finals at US 131. Grand Bend, what an amazing showing in the main event. I think they finished 3rd overall in the points, but box final for the runoff to go to the World Championships. An all Grand Bend affair. Kevin Knight, Dean Schwimmler going head to head, and Kevin Knight picking up the W to go to qualify to go to Darlington for the World Finals. On the other side, Sportsman, again, all Grand Bend final. Jeff Talbot taking the win over Jennifer Parent, both from Grand Bend. Awesome to see. They won numerous awards for best engineered and open-bodied cars as well. Grand Bend did. The neat part about this is, and it kind of sets us up for the champion side at this, from the point side at Grand Bend, Rodney Gomes won box, so he'll be going to the World Championships for WDRA. Jay Talbot takes the no box win to qualify. So this is the Grand Bend points winners. Sportsman, and forgive me if you've heard this name before, but Brad Talbot takes the win in Sportsman. So we've got 3 Talbots qualifying to go to the WDRA championships at Darlington. Jay and Brad getting the tickets punched on the points. Jeff having to race his way in at the world or at the bracket finals. So congratulations to them. That's going to be fun. I believe it was last year when all three qualified at the IHRA
I think so.
race at
Yes.
Holly Springs. So I can't say that with definitiveness that this is the first time in history, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the first time that I've ever seen three family members qualify in consecutive years for a world championship runoff like they have. So this will be a lot of fun to watch when we get there. Not to be left out, Alexis Hines, junior dragster. She will be going down to take on the world and Chatwoods in junior dragster when they had the WDRA championships. Continuing with bracket finals, but we're going to head the other way to the NHRA. Division 1 bracket finals happened at Numidia Dragway this past weekend. We've got Casey Kovacs was in the Race of Champions, took the Race of Champions win, which was on Friday. The whole event kind of got shifted up. Weather was coming in, so they moved the entire event basically to a Thursday, Friday format. And Mike Konopacki, I don't know how many championships Mike Konopacki's won. I know his son Adam's on here. Adam can probably chime in. I've talked to lots of people about the travels. Mike's antics over the years of running and following. I think it's AMA when it was around. But Mike Konopacki wins the main event, and he's heading to Vegas for the NHRA World Runoff. So he gets to be one of 8 bikes in Vegas in the fall running for a world title. It's going to be super exciting to watch that, to have a horse in the race. I always love watching that event anyway. That's going to be fun. Adam was 16 with the AMA. Harry Olson was telling me about the stories of traveling around running AMA with him and with Adam and everyone else. So 16 world championships. He gets to.
Apparently, he's all right.
He does okay, right? Apparently that's not bad. So if he wins this at 17, and that tie him with Force,
it's got to be. Yeah, it does. Somebody mark that down. Somebody's got to start making banners now.
That's right?
Yeah.
17X needs to be copywritten, right? I don't want to get ahead of myself here and jinx anyone, but that's just exciting. St. Thomas points champions, junior champion Austin Vermeulen. He'll be heading to Darlington. Mod championship, Drew Buchner. Drew, this is an exciting one. So Drew was with us at the Fling in Columbus. There was a points weekend at St. Thomas. He ended up driving home Saturday night after the Saturday main event to race on Sunday to ensure that he could win the no box title at his home track to be able to qualify for the world championships. Gets home, does what he needs to do to make sure he wins the points championship, and almost gets to go with his son, who came down to a close race against Austin on Sunday. Austin ended up beating out Owen for the junior championship. So Drew's going. One of Drew's best friends, Craig DeGow. Craig wins his first championship. He's going down to the world championships as well in the box side. Sportsman champion Eddie Adams, bike sled champion Joe Crosby. Joe's won multiple titles on bike sled at Grand Bend and St. Thomas. So congratulations to all of them. So Austin Vermeulen, Drew Buchner, Craig DeGow also heading to Darlington for the world championships, the WDRA. We're going to jump off the champions for a minute and just jump into some general announcements, but also in the WDRA banner. Napa Auto Parts Raceway in Beaver Lodge, Alberta. So this is North Peace Bracket Racing Association. One of these tracks that I never knew existed unless I've been calling it by a different name this whole time, which I have learned I've done a few times, interchangeable names here. 6th Canadian track to sign with the WDRA. So there's a small ball rolling to get some of those Western tracks under the WDRA banner. St. Thomas and Grand Bend and Shannonville also announced multi-year sanctions with WDRA, and the Northern Lights Raceway in Fort St. John, British Columbia, also joining the WDRA fold. So a fairly heavy contingent of Canadian tracks starting to move or re-sign over to the WDRA banner. So it'll be interesting to see how the West develops as it goes along here through the winter.
Absolutely. It's neat seeing how much WDRA is, I don't want to say taking over, but making such an impact now. And then obviously it's building enough hype for this. It's bringing championships in that really matter and really have potential to matter. Yes. I'm really excited to watch the World Finals with all these people that I know firsthand who are going to be there to get to, have that experience. Because I can't imagine there being much more of an electric kind of atmosphere
Yep.
than being at the World Finals and being a part of an event like that. So that's cool. I'm really excited to see how that goes for everyone. I'm excited to cheer everybody on for that.
For sure.
Mission Raceway, the Race of Champions winners go through Junior Lightning, Colton Morin. Junior Thunder, Alex Green takes the win. Junior Street was Dallas Nassi. Pro Craig Johnson takes it down. Sportsman Nick Douglas. Super Pro was Kevin McNoll. Hot Rod Chris Stone, call it champions from Mission Raceway. Good for them. Great racing out there. A great group of racers out there, very competitive. So
Great
not
program.
easy to win on the Pacific Ocean.
No, and we'll have more information. Like we didn't have a chance to pull up points,
No.
although I don't know if they're done their points racing yet or not at Mission. We'll find that out, but we'll be able to feature some more on that when we next episode.
We'll go now ET Finals, NHRA Division 6 for Pro for the team race. Andy Klosky takes that one down. Junior Lightning team race, Lexi Winterbottom takes it down. High school, Kaylee wins. Good for Kaylee. And then the pro runner-up, John Tabak. So that's a cool deal. Similar thing. You go down to a division ET finals, bracket finals, whatever you want to call it. And then we have Canadians down there, winning some big money or some big time races.
Yeah. Representing well and winning.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. No, that's
absolutely.
It's awesome to see. And it's great to see. I mean, it's been I feel like this is maybe more of a December conversation when we get to a show like that, but just to have seen the amount of success that Canadian racers have had this year, traveling right through U.S. events has really been exciting. This just kind of adds on to that, I feel, right? Because bracket finals is another one of those big sections of our world where that's it's a real plateau, right, to be at, and to do well there is really something. So congratulations to all them. Rad Torque Raceway champions. So this one I got information from just because these were fans of the show, and the other gentleman beat up on me just a little under 20 years ago, so I had to add him to the program here. Super Pro class champion Jeff Coleman, longtime show fan and supporter, finally wins a Super Pro title. 16 years, he said he's been chasing it, picks up a W. It was a very tough finish of the year. I think they had 3 points weekends in a row racing, so it's it was a battle of survival. I believe the gentleman he was racing against was chasing the points. They're battling, putting converters and transmissions in the car to try to just get to this final weekend to race Jeff. But Jeff pulled out the win, so congratulations. Pro ET, Ed Matajewski. Ed is unofficially, I'm told, probably one of the winningest drivers in Rad Torque Raceway history. I go unofficial because that's unconfirmed, but I would believe it. 06, I got my head kicked in by Ed. I had to drive all the way to Rockingham to find out that I was not better than Ed. He did it in round one on Sunday morning at the 2006 IHRA World Championships. They had a much longer drive, so probably was better that I lost than him. I think they were 40 plus hours in a bus heading down there as a team, multiple racers. But congratulations, Ed. Great to see him still doing well. Apparently it's the same car and same combo. So all the nightmares I still have over this are still relevant, is what I'm told.
They are still there.
They are still there. It is the same stuff. We're going to jump into some NHRA division standings because, again, this is the fun time of year where the NHRA points races are getting tight. Divisional races are tight. National points races are tight. And it's really neat to see some Canadians doing well. So Division 1, Super Gas, Rick Stroud from, I think, the Ottawa area. I'm not. Rick's,
right around Renfrew, Pembroke kind of area.
That's right. I was kind of stretching from my lack of geography knowledge on this end of Ontario.
Yeah, the idea, right?
We're in the right part of the world within an hour. Rick leading the points in Super Gas over quite the list. Rick Price, Jason Kenny, Ken Bowers. We've got Charlie Kanopik picking up 7th, all with a shot still at the title. It is super tight. I'm not sure how many Division 1 points races are left, but great to see Rick leading the charge there. And Super Street, Mark Prue picking up 4th. Mark's a little bit out of the lead, but has a shot, I believe, at finishing 2nd in Division 1 at the very least from what I'm seeing here. The Division 6, so we're going to head west, central, west, Midwest. 6 is kind of
Far away
everywhere.
from us, yeah.
Far away from us. It's a big division. You ever look at it on a
Yeah.
map? That thing covers just about everything. Super stock, we've got Sheldon Erfel, Norm Lapointe, Darcy Clark picking up 4th, 5th, and 6th at the moment in super stock. Jackie Alley is taking the lead. Jody Lang, those who watch NHL racing will know Jody Lang is a West Coast hitter. In second, Sheldon looks like he has a shot still at the title, depending on what's left for points races out there. Norm as well. He's not that far behind. He's only 4 points behind Sheldon. Darcy picking up 6th. I think he's maybe got a shot at 5th, but definitely top 10 in division. Stock, Darcy picking up 6 in stock as well. Don't believe he has a shot at the division title or be an outside shot, but has a chance to move up to at least 5th by the looks of it. So that's exciting for those folks. We've got moving to the National Series. So lots of points titles with Canadians in it runs here. So Justin Bond sitting 12 points. Where am I at? Six, yeah. 12 behind teammate Christopher Thorne in the NHRA Pro Mod, Fuel Tech Pro Mod Series. They've got a couple events left in the year. Super excited to see Justin in a position to contend for a world championship there. And then in Top Alcohol Dragster, this is kind of a fun deal here because it really got deeper this weekend with Tony Stewart getting disqualified at Charlotte. So Julian Natas leading the world at the moment. Tony Stewart second. Sean Cowie, outside spot. I don't think he's maxed out on nationals by the looks of it here. I think maybe Tony Stewart has, but Sean's got a shot at the world title, finishing or sitting in 3rd right now. He's actually tied for 3rd with Matt Cummings, but a lot of tight racing there. So this looks like it'd be one of those West Coast swing Vegas style finishes with the back-to-back if that is how it's going to shape up. So that's the NHRA side of things. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the shot heard around the world from Charlotte on Saturday night. The Salinas racing team, the Scrappers racing team, cracking the 300-mile-an-hour mark, which many have said is like the last big barrier, I guess, in drag racing. Top fuel. Canadian Rob Flynn tuning the car to that 300-mile-an-hour shot. It's was an unreal
300
run
in the 8th mile.
in the 8th
Right,
mile.
we've been 300. Everybody's been, there's been a lot of 300-mile-an-hour runs. 300 miles per hour in the 8th mile.
660 feet. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So congratulations to all them. History making run right there. So I'm sure usually this is what happens is right after that gets, the barrier gets broken, then afterwards it's kind of a floodgates type of an effect in many cases.
Mm-hmm.
But Rob and the Salinas Scrappers team, there to do it first. So that is awesome to see. And they're still fighting it out for the championship, so they still got a shot, although the Coletta team is certainly putting some exclamation points on making sure they don't achieve that goal.
Yeah.
So going to be a fun countdown to finish watching, that's for sure. So
absolutely.
That's
about it for the countdown. That's for what we have right. This week there's obviously been a boatload of other stuff going on, individual races and whatnot. Something I didn't realize until we were actually doing this, mainly because that whole 2-week-old baby thing really throws a wrench into all the little details you're trying to catch. But all the racers going to the WDRA World Finals, that's gonna be really cool. I didn't realize how many we actually that had qualified, that were signed up for it and set up, and just not something I ever paid attention to until now. It's kind of right there in my face now. So that's neat. That'll be fun for all those racers. Good luck to them. Congratulations to all the winners. We have some upcoming events coming. Andrew, where are you headed next? You were coming to hang out with me.
Well, actually, so I leave tomorrow, heading to Dragway 42. We're going to go down there for some racing.
I'm not going there. You're not going to hang out with me there.
No, not heading into there. But we will be heading to Naperville Thanksgiving weekend. Super excited about this. The final Bracket Super Tour event. Outside shot at getting two of my my numbers into the top 10. I don't have a shot at the championship after my dismal showing at on Labor Day. I took a shot at it and managed to put myself on the outside, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be the end of the year season race. Championships are one championship's tied right up, right? We've got Mike Reynolds pretty much sealed that deal about a month ago in semi-pro. But Junior Dragster still well in play with Katie Adams, Maverick Ange, Logan Ange, all chasing Parker Sagan. Super
and Leah
tight there.
Monahan, Leah Monahan,
Monahan.
taking it over so far. Had a great year. They've
Oh,
all had
yes.
a great year.
Yeah.
Right up top. It's cool to watch all the juniors, watching them grow up and how tight junior racing has really become.
Absolutely.
And we've really highlighted it more and paid attention to it more. But this one's going to be really good coming up to this final weekend.
Yep.
They're on Thanksgiving in Naperville for the junior class.
Yeah, and Leah really did like big win on the Sunday of the Luskville
the
Labor
fall
Day weekend
bracket.
race, bracket to take that points lead. So great for her. Super Pro is just the points sometimes throw me off a little bit, but I mean it is a mess how close it is.
Yeah,
from 1 to probably 7, 6 for sure, right? That's just how little a difference there really could be depending on how things go in round 1, right? Those buyback points rounds, if you don't get them, how much they
and
can
it'll
mess
be
you up.
it'll be a big weekend, right? This coming up for this one, because everybody's going to come out for it and finish off the year here. This will be the last race for most of the racers in our area for sure.
Yep.
So there's a lot of opportunity here to make some big rounds up. You have a slip up early round Saturday or Sunday. Who knows where you can end up, with the racers coming up behind. So right now the Flying Frog, Brock Godmare in the lead there. Becky Gauthier at second place. You never know what can happen between those two for the Door Car Championship.
Yep.
Phil Harvey in the lead again, looking to be the first back-to-back champion, and I believe the first repeat champion for the Bracket Super Tour. So would be the first repeat champion and the first back-to-back champion, if he takes the Dragster Championship down. So there's an opportunity for that. Frank Ange right on his heels. Mike Chenier. Mike Chenier's in the Corvette. So this year actually huge for the Door Cars in the point standings right now. The Door Cars are all over the top 10. So it'll be good. I'm really excited. I'm excited to get back and, see who we can mess up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Play the spoiler. I love playing the spoiler when you come back into it. You got no shot at the title or just on the outside looking in. It's
we don't have a shot. We don't have a shot.
No.
Right here. No, we missed that a little bit, but no, we'll see. It'll be fun. I'm excited to get back. Naperville is going to be fun in the cool October weather. Should be fast. That's what I like. I've missed going fast.
Well, that's bit. I know. Where was it? I guess it would have been Labor Day with how quick it was up in Luskville and messaging in about just how unusually quick it was, and then the immediate responses of like, "Don't tell me these things," right? Because how you got the car sorted out now, right? So this will be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Naperville was a great track we went to in the spring there, and this is going to be some great racing. Excited. Thanksgiving too. You like the Monday to get home. Trick or treating for the kids on the Saturday night. Sponsored by
Roberge Mechanical.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot think tonight. My brain's
that's
already
all good.
in transport truck.
Yeah.
So
I'm wasted on this stuff for remembering everything as we go through. I'm like, oh yeah, geez, that's what's going on too. The sleep pattern's been a little off a little bit, but that's all right. Talking about Naperville Dragway quick, I want to hit this. Last weekend they had the Fuel Tech Pro Mod series there.
Yes.
Spencer Hyde was the runner-up. Cedric Bellew did take the win there, but Spencer reset the Canadian Pro Mod record. Yep. I believe it said online 366.
Yeah.
There
getting after
qualifying. That is flying, right? And it proves how good Naperville it really is,
100%.
right, to handle that, and how good those guys are to go out and lay that down.
Yep.
right here.
And they
So,
made a lot of good laps. Like that was when you look at the
well,
qualifying
most
sheets.
of it was like most of their runs were 360s,
Yeah,
right? A lot of 360 laps, low 370s. So I don't know if I wasn't there or didn't see all the slips, but I believe Spencer made it down pretty well every time
I think so.
and
Based on what I was
fast.
seeing, yeah, they were making some great laps. The World Series or Pro Mod champion showing you can get it done anywhere, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
as we get into the off season here, they're going to start ramping up because of the World Series Pro Mod coming back up around for 2024. It'd be exciting to see, what they've got in store, getting ready for that. Because you would think in the fall here would be a lot of racing down south at Bradenton, gearing up for that. So that's going to be an exciting
absolutely.
event to watch them in it.
Absolutely. And
So
then also coming up here soon, not sure exactly what weekend, Andrew, you might know, the Ontario Bracket Finals. Is that this weekend?
that's this weekend. Yep. So we've got it's being hosted by St. Thomas. Moves around from each track. So Grand Bend hosted it for a couple of years. Went to Cayuga last year. St. Thomas is holding on to it this year. I've got a team from Shannonville going. Was talking to Chuck offline early before the show here. They're super excited to go. Got a strong team. Hoping for good results. St. Thomas is fielding a team. RCSS, which is Cayuga, will be there with, I think, maybe two teams, one for sure. Grand Bend's there. ONDR is fielding a team. There usually was an outlaw team in previous years, which was made up of basically racers not in points programs. I captained that team for a couple years before I had some conflicts on schedules. I believe there's no outlaw team this year due to some race conflicts for the racers who would normally run in that. But going to be a great weekend at St. Thomas. Excited for them to see how it comes out. RCSS, I believe it was, I want to say they're two-time champs. I think they won last year at Cayuga. I know they won the year before at Grand Bend because it came
Yeah.
down to the final round to win the championship there. And uh, Dustin Taylor had to win that one and Maudie T to win it. So RCSS is the team to beat at the moment as far as the bracket final. So it should be a great weekend for them. Got some great weather coming up. Should be a lot of fun for the racing. And then from there, I guess everyone heads to the World Finals. So
That's about it. Because when
yeah,
do you know when the World Finals is offhand, Andrew? Or
I
can we
don't.
take a look at that?
Yeah,
Let's
because that
see. And then I want to
one's.
find out if we can set up somewhere we can watch this for everyone. I mean, if somebody in the comments is paying attention, let's hit that. Or we can send us a message later. I will look it up and I will find it quick there. But yeah, I want to make sure we all get a chance to watch it, get a chance to celebrate it, and hopefully, get to have some world champions on the show after.
Well, and we've had some recent world champions. October 5th to the 8th. That's the Southeast bracket finals. That's at Darlington. That's not it.
Quick little Google, right? This is the fun part doing
The live show,
the live
right?
podcast, right? Like we got a question,
Yeah.
let's just hop on Google for it.
Yeah. So Adam Konopacki. So for those out there, NHRA runoff's going to be Halloween weekend. So last weekend in October there.
Perfect.
And he did mention that was the first shot that his dad has had at an NHRA world title, which is
I
surprising in
believe it
one manner and not in another.
looks like the World Championship is Wednesday, October 18th to Saturday or Sunday, October 22nd.
That sounds about right.
Looks like it. Darlington Dragway. So good luck to everybody going there. Good luck to the Konopacki team heading out to Vegas there. Yes, Paul did confirm that for me, October 22nd, 23rd, around that weekend.
Yep.
So yeah, that'll be it. That'll be fun. Good for all those racers. Good luck to everybody. Whoever is still finishing up your point series.
Yep. We'll have
and getting
anyone
through.
we missed, we'll get them into the next podcast because this was certainly enough to. We had a long list to get through here, and there'll be some interesting conversations on how the points shape up and NHRA side. So keep following those as well. But
absolutely.
So
there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
That's about that for our first show back. We'll see here. We gotta
bring Alex back in here.
We gotta sign it off the right way.
Absolutely.
Right. For everybody who wasn't here at the start, Alex is here to say hello. And she says good luck to everybody still racing. Finish it off. Have fun. We'll see you. Alex going to the racetrack in 2 weeks. We'll get to see her there. See how she likes all the loud noises. I hope she likes the burnouts as much as I do.
You got the headphones for her yet?
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely, we do.
Yeah.
But
awesome,
all right.
bud.
Well, thank you guys. Thanks, Andrew, for coming on. Thanks everybody for paying attention. Always being there for us, watching, paying attention to it, and hanging out in the comments. We have a lot of fun like that. We will talk to you all in 2 weeks. We will see you at the racetrack. Have fun. Good luck. Take it down to the World Finals. Let us know how it goes. Make sure to keep us updated. Thanks to pro1safety.ca for supporting the event or supporting the show. And we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Have a good one.
Canadian racers, make sure your next set of seatbelts and racing suit are from pro1safety.ca. Pro One Racing and Safety products offer high-quality products made in the USA and now distributed in Canada. Pro One Canada offers seatbelts, racing suits, helmets, and all sorts of safety accessories for drag racers. See for yourself why NHRA sportsmen world champions such as Bo Butner, Jeff Strickland, the Emmons brothers, Austin Williams, and many more rely on Pro One Racing and Safety products. Join the winners. Choose Pro One. Buy high-quality American-made products from your Canadian wholesale distributor at pro1safety.ca.